All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our special workshop called Artbeats. I'm Donna Guerin, founder of Global Lighthouse Studios. We connect teachers and students around the world through the lens of music and the arts. And I'm joined here by my co-host.
I'm Dan Roeder and the Chief Academic Officer of the David Z Foundation, where we transform lives for the magic of music. I'm so excited to do some creativity, just like on the fly, totally on the fly.
Yes, let's put that out there. This is on the fly, and but we're super excited about it. Just to kind of so you get a little bit of an idea of the kind of work that we do together with students and teachers around the world, creating music. And today, the reason why we started with that song in particular is one, that was one of our first international collaborations between Global Lighthouse and David Z. Also, because today is World Environmental Day. So I thought this would be a great song to start with, since that song is all about doing things to protect our planet and the people that inhabit the earth. So that was a wonderful, those students did such a great job. It was so incredible. And Dan actually got to go to Malaysia to actually film it, which is even more amazing. So.
Yeah, and it really, I love that you just kind of brought up that it was one of our first collaborations, because that's where we got to first taste the flavor of each other's crazy. And, when we just jump in. And I think that's how we both kind of roll is an idea sounds good. And we're like, all right, let's do it. Let's learn something from it. Or maybe what we learned is let's not do that again. But this enjoy doing over and over again through the Medley Music Program International. And Donna is actually the person who got us on the international stage, which is amazing. So within the same year, we did 2 songs in South Africa, in Cape Town, and then the one in Malaysia. And I think the Malaysia one, just thinking about the sessions, that's where we had the most like planes, trains, and automobiles experiences, because it's like Anna's at an airport, and then I'm like driving to Susanville, and then like all these things are happening, and we're like traveling as we're working with these students online. And then to be able to go there and film with them, and then see the finished product, and augmenting their voice, and just letting people know who these youth in Sarawak, Malaysia are. It's just it's a amazing feeling that I can't get enough of. Just empowering students, and that's what we're here to talk about today, right, Donna? Is that empowerment in the classrooms through the arts?
Yes, that's what we're here to talk about today. And we're just going to give you a little sneak peek into, some of the magic that happens behind the scenes of what we do with students, and just give you an idea of the program and see if it's something that might interest you, and just tell you more about like how music and arts can really be a part of any classroom of any grade level. And yeah, let's write a chorus. Let's do that.
Let's do it. Yeah. So we're going to do like a mini workshop right now. And if there are folks that are watching and you happen to be watching on like Facebook or LinkedIn or X, and you can make a comment, please do, because we always love taking audience suggestions. It's kind of like an improv show, like Second City or SNL, where it makes it a lot more fun when there's interaction. So the nuts and bolts of the process are we take a song that is already existing, and this is how we start every class. Is we just build common ground by building a playlist of songs that the students in the class like, and then we take the time to listen to them, because that's where we want everyone to start. And I've taught special education many years in the classroom, and 2 things are really important: that there is student access to the curriculum and the learning, and then there's student empowerment to take the learning and create something new. So we're not just, education is not just let's memorize things and then regurgitate them on a test and then forget them all. It's rather, let's build relationships, let's think critically, let's create something. So we just start with that very comfortable scaffolding of a song that already exists, and maybe a bunch of people in the class like the same song, so they're kind of learning more about each other's musical tastes. And then we take that song that, we take a song off that playlist, and then rewrite the words to it, so that we're kind of lifting off some of that scaffolding where we have new words but still the existing melody. And my go-to song, Donna knows, is Firework by Katy Perry, because that's just a really, it's easy to hear what the sections are between the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. So then, once we have those new words, we take the melody off, and then we have the students improvise new melodies. And all of a sudden, we have a fully rendered new song that we then make a music video of. So we're going to do like a baby version of that today, and we're going to just rewrite a chorus. So Donna, why don't you pick? What do you want to rewrite? Let's just pick a song.
Well, I think we should just go with Firework, just because that one seems to be a simple one. That's an easy one to be able to use as a model. Okay. So let's start with that.
So I can share my screen here, right? It's been such a long time since I've used Restream. Let's see.
Yes, you should be able to share your screen. There you go. It is. I have to click on the button. 1 second. All right, here we go.
Already on a roll. So it's so funny. My Google search history immediately comes up. I type in the letter K, and it's Katy Perry Firework. Okay, so let me actually just take this whole first section, and we can talk a little bit about the sections, because I mentioned that with Katy Perry, it's really easy to hear it. Clear formatting. All right. So if you're not familiar with the song, this might be helpful anyway. But the format is going to be verse, and then pre-chorus, and then chorus. So the verse starts all the way here. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Da, 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 da. And it goes all the way down to right here. And after this is the pre-chorus. You just got to ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. And the pre-chorus launches us into the chorus, which is what we're focusing on. So just to make it a little bigger for people's eyeballs. Let's go tag team, Donna. Do you want to start or go second?
I think I'd like to go second. Right. I'm gonna kind of think about it.
So we have a song, we've identified it, we know the song well enough to kind of play around with it. So now we take the theme, which we said at the beginning is environmental. Is it World Environment Day? I'm right, Don? Okay.
Yes.
There's like every day there's like 4 different days, so there's always something to work with. So we're talking about the environment, and we want to just start thinking in that vein. So what I like to do, especially if I'm kind of leading it and being the first one, I want to find a place that just resonates for me with the theme. So I think I always kind of like this, it's like this rallying cry of the anthem. So it's make them go, oh, oh, oh. That's the syllable count that we're going to be working with. So now I'm thinking about environmentalism. What are some words around that? Well, we've got earth, we've got biomes, we've got sustainability, and then you just kind of find something that fits that pattern. Da 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 da. We can save the earth right now. Something like that, or let's go with that.
Yeah, let's go with that. I think that's good, actually.
And this, don't mind my color coding. It's just for my own brain. We can save the earth, proper noun, right now. Okay, so popcorn to Donna. Take another line on.
Um, so let's see. Well, we really should probably fix the first two.
Probably.
Probably. So let's see. So I always go with syllables because that's how my brain works. So let's look at how many syllables. Uh, so we have 7 syllables to work with,
Yeah,
right? So
I
we could
did
say
8
something
because
like,
I held up the fire work. No,
oh,
but
got
yeah,
it,
you're
got
right.
it. Okay, so let's see. Well, let's think about like what are things we can do to protect our planet Earth. So maybe we can ask something like, what are things you can do? Well, actually, that's what are
What are the things that you can do?
yeah.
What? Okay, there we go. I mean, that's
I
8, but it works.
mean,
What are the things that you can do? And we might, this is all flexible at this point because we might change it to something like, here are things that we can do, because that we'll get to that step in a little bit with the editing. What are the things that you can do?
um, to show the Earth that we love you, or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's adorable. uh, to tell the Earth that we love you. We can save the Earth, right? We can save the Earth right now. Come on and we'll show you how.
Oh, there you go.
So there's the first half of our brand new chorus. Come on. We will show you how. Okay. So we have like past tense all over the place. We've got like the perspective all over the place, first person, third person, but don't worry about that now. Like in the classroom, it's always the best strategy to just have a yes and philosophy. If we get editing in too early, we start taking away the agency of possibly some people in the class. So we want to just say like, yes, that's a great idea. Not obviously not condescending or like a platitude, but we want to support, that everybody's ideas matter. And then you can empower those people that maybe don't want to or aren't comfortable coming up with a whole line on their own. They can help edit. So let's see. I think is it back to your turn now?
I think so. And I
Yep.
had something like, you can not, maybe not you can spark a change, but something like you can spark a change, or let's all
So the
spark a
melody
change today.
that's
Yeah. So what if we did let's spark a change today, or something.
let's spark a change. Yeah, because the let's it's not going to fall on the stressed syllables, and that's another thing you can do too. You just like get the beat going. That's it just sounds really odd to have that on the downbeat, but we can have it as a pickup. What was it? Let's spark.
Let's
Or
spark a change.
let's
Uh,
spark a
let
change.
let's. Well, you can sing it. I can't. So do like stretch out spark. So like let's
Let's
spark a change,
spark a change.
or spark a change today. But like make it so that it
Yeah.
matches the.
Well, so regardless, we know we have this much. Oops, what happened? I'll get a little bigger. We know that the word spark is going to be on the downbeat. So I like to just, put a little visual there. Again, just, nothing in this whole method is the gospel truth. It's just you're giving yourselves permission to play. So I like doing this just because it has a little visual for the downbeat. Let's spark. Oops. Change. Spark a change in. Da, da, da. Because we want to, follow that text stress. Da, 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 da. Let's spark a change. Let's spark a change in. And just keep in mind too, this is like the whole new second half of the verse, or sorry, the chorus. So how would you finish that, Donna? Give me like 3 ways you could finish it. Let's spark a change.
Um, I don't want to say right now because that we said right now. So I want
Right.
that's why I said today. Spark a change uh,
Today.
starting today, maybe. And that might be too.
Let's spark a change starting. Yeah, we have the emphasis on the wrong syllable, but it's,
Yes.
I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put it here. Spark a change. Oh gosh, what was it again?
Let's spark a change.
It just
Uh,
like slipped out my brain.
spark a change starting today is what I said, right?
Starting today. Today. So that's one. What's another way that you can end it?
It starts with you, or it starts with.
It's still like, so let's spark a change. And then this was your first one. So what I'm
Oh,
trying to do is a little bit of generative work, just getting to think of like, if we have options, we can always pick the best one. So what's a whole nother way that you could end this line? Let's spark a change. Da, 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 da.
just me and
Starting.
you, just me and you, or just you and me,
There
or
you go. Just you and me. Okay. And then what's another one? Last one. And we'll pick.
let's see. Spark a change. Um, the earth needs you.
Let's spark a change. The earth needs you.
I don't know if I really like that, but
Yeah, well, so now you have that, you kind of try each one out and you have a gut instinct. The earth needs you. Okay, so now you can either silently or loud, sing those back to yourself. Let's spark a change starting today.
how about it starts today, or instead of
Oh,
starting today? Because I don't like starting today, right? But
yeah,
it
because
starts
all you
today.
did is you shifted that strong syllable of start. You shifted it
Yes,
over one. So let's spark a change. You said let's start today.
it starts today
Oh,
is what I
it
said.
starts today. Okay. It starts today. Do you like that better than just you and me and the earth needs you?
Yeah, I don't like the earth needs you. That's weird.
And me?
I mean, maybe like.
Yeah. Well, and then this one, just this from a thematic approach, it's a little closed off. It's like, hey, it's a secret. Just you and me can change the earth. Nobody
Right,
else can.
right,
Where we
right.
kind of want the opposite. It's like this is everybody's mission. Okay, so let's go with that. I like that. So now I get to volley it back. Let's spark a change. It starts today. Um, let's see.
I know the last word could be way. So
That's exactly where I'm going with this. uh, but I don't want to do the come on, because I already did come on up here and it's in a different spot. So, when you repeat something, there's always a reason. And more often than not, if a word is repeated and you don't know the reason immediately, you should probably change the word because otherwise it loses its punch. Let's spark a change. It starts today. We'll show you. Uh, let's make it a we song. We'll show you. Um,
in many ways, we'll show you how in many ways, or we'll show you.
and then what about different approach? Stand strong and hope will light the way. Stand strong is kind of not easy to sing. Let's spark a change that starts today.
How about if you just take off stand
Ooh.
strong, maybe just do hope will always light the way, then, or hope will help us light the way, or
The hopeful, I'm getting too poetic. The hopeful embers light the way.
wow.
The hopeful
Okay.
ember. That's not, that's one of the cardinal rules of a chorus is don't be too aloof. And that's my problem with, I often have with a lot of our programs because I write more musical theater and like choral stuff that it's just a different style.
Do you like that where it says hope will always light the way, or hope will help us light the way?
Hope will help. That's better. Yeah, that's better than stand strong. I like alliteration, but the stand strong it's just like stand strong. um, hope will always light the way. See, we got there.
Right.
Um, and then I think, we might want to carry this sentiment back, and then have the hook be like a rallying cry, and the hook is in a lot of songs. The hook of the chorus is going to be like this last line, because it's the thing that transitions you back into another verse, which is going to be more storytelling. Let's spark a change. It starts today. Hope will always light the way. Ooh, how about this? And though sometimes you will fall down. All right, finish it off.
Oh no. Let's see.
We can show our secret resource, but I actually can't see anything. So if I go to a different tab, does it show that tab, or do I have to share it a different one?
I think if you open, well,
no,
I think if you open another tab, unless you.
Right. I was just trying to go to Rhyme Zone.
If you go to Rhyme Zone, let's see if it comes up.
So, yep, I'm going to share this tab instead. So I stuck Donna with the word down.
Well, I mean, of course, first thing comes to mind is like crown,
Crown. Yep. Clown.
Noun.
Town.
Just do something with.
Let's be a verb. And what about like let's be a verb and not a noun?
Oh, there you go. That's a perfect ending for our environment song course. Well, I think we should do something about town, because we can, like, from cities to towns, or something.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right.
Yeah, you got to go back to the chorus now.
Oops. All right.
We can. How about like?
So
would it go back to your standing strong? Maybe say like we together we stand strong in every town. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Well, and it has to be. It's like this conditional statement, and we can always change this, because I may have backed this into a corner. But I was trying to set up something that, like, the rest of the chorus is all kind of rah, like happy vibes. So this one is kind of that turn that can set up a hook, and those sometimes you will fall down. We can also use a close rhyme, like around, and then have faith that it will turn around or something. I don't know. It's getting a little preachy now. We're talking about hope and faith. Can you think of anything with a?
I think. I was thinking something about like together, because you keep saying we, and we're doing this together. So something. Together we can turn this around, or something. Together we can.
Yeah, I together we can. I think that's too many syllables, and that we got to watch the stresses.
Yeah.
Together we can turn it around. So that, what you just said, I completely agree that we should really focus on we. So instead of asking what are the things that you can do, so here are the things, and this also implies what might be in a verse for this. Here are the things that we can do. Stay in third person to tell the earth that we love you. We can save the earth right now. Come on and we will show you how. Come on.
Is that too many we's or no?
This song went wee all the way. I don't know. I mean, we can obviously refine it, and everything, but I want to kind of just make sure this fits the formula, and I don't want to run out of time before we can actually produce it a little. Let's spark a change of stars today. Hope always light the way. And though sometimes you will fall down, together we can turn it all around. That works. So this is a big pickup. Together, we. Together we can turn it all around. Okay, yay, we did it, Donna. We wrote a chorus.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
All
that's
right,
what we have
go
to work.
us.
So now, I'm not gonna get into the whole BandLab for education, but I'm gonna just use normal BandLab today. And this is something that anybody can use. You can set up a free BandLab account. Miss Donna and I just called you Miss Donna on the line. That's okay. Donna and I typically use either BandLab or Soundtrap for education, just so that it has kind of that extra layer of protection and safety, and you know, it's within a controllable ecosystem in the classroom, kind of like Google Classroom. But you know, we're in the wild today, so we'll just take a look at BandLab, and this is you know, this is my BandLab account. I don't even remember what I have on here because I've been using the education one so much. But this is the first place that we can go, and then just kind of if you're, you know, this is the big hint. If you're not somebody who considers himself a producer, but you want to be a producer and you want to kind of get your feet wet, or you just, maybe you're a teacher and you want to do the project and don't feel confident in coming up with new music, you can just go to BandLab and then hit the create button, and then they have this little AI generator called the Song Starter, and I just hit it. So now it's gonna ask me, are you still seeing my screen?
Yeah, sorry, I'm putting up our QR codes just in case people are interested in learning more. I have one for David Z Foundation and one for Global Lighthouse. So I don't know if it's too busy on the screen.
Well,
I
I'm
can
not
hide
looking.
them. Oh, okay.
No, I think maybe put it on the bottom if you hover over
Yeah,
it.
let me see. Let me see if I can figure it
Yeah,
out.
you just hover over it and you hit there's a little icon that pops up.
Oh,
Like if you hover over it on the actual screen.
Okay. Well, you do you. I'm going to get rid of it for now, and I can put them up at the end.
All right. So what flavor do we want to go? You want to just go straight up pop coming from Firework?
Sure.
Okay, let's do pop. So that's all I have to do. Just whatever genre you want, and then you can click get started. I feel like I'm doing a BandLab commercial now, but it's just, this is a great way to not have blank paper syndrome. Oh, it's fun. It is going, now that's going to my headphones. How come nothing else would? All right. Here, let's see. You hear it?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it gave us something to play with, and we told it we wanted pop. It selected moody. I kind of want to go for bright. What do you think?
Yeah, I think bright. I think because we're trying to, say we're going to spark a change.
Yeah.
Right?
And let's go to like 132, just for funsies. And then this is going to be the key. I don't know why we want to be in minor. I don't think we want to be in minor. Let's go to A minor. Why not? So let's see what that did. Let's try again. if it doesn't grip you,
it's going back to moody.
Oh, see, now we're in A major. And then you have actually 3 options that we're going to generate. Here's option 2.
That sounds like church. It sounds like church bells or something.
That's kind of fun. What do you like, one or 3, Donna?
I kind of like 1.
Okay. There we go. So now when you have the one that you like, you can just click edit in Studio, and it gives you all the MIDI, which is amazing. So now I can just go here in BandLab and you always want to make sure your playhead's at the beginning, and then you can hear it.
Magic.
It is magic. So it's set our session to A major. So anything we drag in from the BandLab tools, it will just magically put it in A major for us, which is nice. So just to do a little navigation so folks know where to look for these things, there's a little lyrics and notes tab on the bottom right. And so I'm just going to drag our beautiful chorus lyrics into there so we don't have to go flippy screens. And then whenever you put it away and work on the music a little, it's still there. So next thing is these sound packs. So this middle tab over here is BandLab sounds. And in producing anything, I would go with just the packs. And these kind of give you a really good sample of what these will sound like. Village. Slow for disco, I like that. So there's all sorts of things. Let's say we find one that we like, and we'll go with For Real Beats, Latin Trap, sure. Then I can just click on that. It opens up the kit or the pack, and then we can take these elements. That'd be crazy.
Whoa! Yep. I don't know about that one.
It sounds like a puppy. All right, so I might be giving up on that one. Let's go with Too Slow for Disco. I really want to just find kind of a better beat. So then you can open your filters, and I want to go for instrument, and they have 40 beats in this pack. So now these are all the beats. Oh, this is like let's go for it. And obviously this is not, this is kind of like the open up the kitchen cupboards and start throwing together method. But one thing, when you're working with these different samples, they're all going to be all different lengths. And so when you drag it into the track lane, it will put it into the right tempo. It'll just kind of map all the transients and just line it up, so that it's in your rhythm, in your BPM, and then it'll force it into A major. So if there's pitch, this is just a beat, so there's no pitch. But once you have these here, this is the most important feature, really, when you're just kind of starting to play around. If you click or if you hover over the top of the region, it'll actually loop everything for you. So I'll just maybe go like that, and you feel like you can kind of sense that it like sticks. So it's as we're dropping it places, it's just it's trying to keep it all on the beats. And then if you wanted to just trim part of it, say I want to go like this, then I can just trim going that way. So let's just see how this disco sounds, just for funsies. It's kind of cool. Check it out. Oh, yeah, I fooled myself. So this little red bar, just the last thing, and then we'll start going into wrap up mode, and I can try singing something with our lyrics. But this little bar here is the loop bar, and this sets the boundaries on if you want it to loop. And then it just, if you wanted to say loop measure 6 and 7, you can just start here. So that's really good for if you're just playing around and you want to keep experimenting with things, and then putting it all together, in an arrangement. So I'm going to turn that off for now. let's look at our lyrics, and we'll see if we can just improvise something. And I'm gonna actually use this in case we don't.
I love it.
What? Wait, what?
I said I love it.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Here are the things that we can do. Tell the earth that we love you. We can save the earth right now. Come on and we will show you how. It's really cute. But that's that's the whole process. And when you're doing this with students, just be aware that there are a lot of different roles that folks can take. If they are a singer but maybe doesn't want to sing in front of the class, you can always just run through how to record, and that's really quickly. That's I guess the last thing we didn't actually do. So we'll go to add track, and then this voice audio track is what you want to add. And then you see there's a little input level right here. That's the sound of my voice. Then you just want to record with headphones, and you just hit this little record button. I don't have headphones on right now, but this is an example of how it can record. Yay. And then I'll solo this, but this is an example of how it can record. Yay. All right. So I think that's probably it, right, Donna? Like that, one-stop little mini workshop.
Yes. So I thought since we talked a little bit about the process, and we started with our song Make the Change in honor of World Environmental Day, that I would have us exit with the behind the scenes for that song. I just thought that might be something great to be able to see how I'm having trouble with these QR codes. I guess because they're different. I don't know. But
it's what it is.
It is, but there it is. Anyway. Yeah, okay. So anyway, but this was really fun. And so if you enjoyed learning more about how to incorporate arts and music into your classroom, whether you're in kindergarten teacher or you teach middle school or high school, we would love to, have a conversation and talk to you guys about how you can incorporate that into your classroom. And thanks, Dan, for being here today and for helping us write our chorus for our
really catchy chorus. That sounded so good.
A really catchy chorus. That's right. And let me just go ahead and finish up with the song. Hold on 1 second. And thanks everyone for being here today. And hopefully during the summer, Dan and I will have some opportunities to have some additional workshops, being that it is summertime. Usually our schedules can be a little flexible, although they seem to be busy these days, but we would love to be able to do another workshop for you again real soon. So just reach out to us, let us know, and thanks so much again, Dan, for being here. All right, enjoy the behind the scenes.
This is going to be epic, and it's going to be great. That's the point of this program. It's the empowerment element of it. It's not just having a song on YouTube. It's you to be like, wow, I can't believe I did that. That's what we want.
Just listen to this first, Daniel.
Wow.
I know. I literally have like goosebumps.
I got goosebumps. All right. I'm excited for you guys to hear the track, and then we can start adding some things. I did something a little bit different with the strings.
Sounds good.
We're rounding the corner to that finish line. This is where we need to work now. It's supposed to go right back into the pre-chorus.
You don't need another pre-chorus there. Get right back to the chorus. Hit them
I
strong.
agree.
That would sound better.
Is it possible to like end the outro with a string? Yeah, that's yeah.
It shimmers away. I love it. You're giving people something to latch onto. We want to be able to say, Dum bum 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 ba the heroes of the earth. They want to still be singing, and then they walk away after the song being like, oh my gosh, I love this new song. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a finished song. Woo!
I can't wait to hear an updated version. The last I heard it was kind of in an idea phase. Very nice. I think you could use some backing vocals, like some ahs, to lift up your vocals in the chorus, right? We want people to listen and get goosebumps.
Exactly.
Big thing we need to start talking is storyboarding. Like, what does this look like?
Wow, this looks amazing. This is so detailed. Paulie is gonna love this.
The musicians, do they really need to play the instruments?
It always makes a better track.
You know how to play a major? Yeah. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You know, like something simple.
Playing like style blues.
Yeah, but happy blues. How many kids total will we have when we're there to film?
In the list, we have 19 students.
Oh, and then we need to decide too, is this the title, Heroes of the Earth?
I thought it should be Beauty of the Earth because you say it twice, but he says you guys want to do We Can Make a change, which is how you start the chorus, so that's cool too. What if we just said make the change? Yeah. Everybody cool with that? Come on.
Okay. Make that change!
We need to record the music and the singing.
We also have some mics that we can bring.
So this is Logic. This is the program that I use. Okay, we'll start there. Okay.
We can make the change.
The lead vocal.
From the mountains above.
This is in time, right?
It won't turn for all.
I couldn't tell where Beauty's supposed to come in. So if you're clapping it, like if you're tapping it, is Beauty on the downbeat? So 1, 2. Okay, good. That's what I thought it was. Let's talk about the film location.
LZ have decided another venues.
And they agreed to open the place during the shooting day.
That's great. That's a place with all the lush greenery, right?
It will take 1.5 hours to go there.
For transportation, our school has our own bus. Our plan to leave by 6:15.
Do you guys have lots of coffee? I hope, right?
Where are we?
We are KLB Gardens in Sarawak.
This is LZ, and she's going to be directing and even editing, right? So I think as a shot, maybe even coming in, like as an establishing shot of them walking. Right, action! 1, 2, 4, out. So we can add it in.
From the mountains above.
Hello, I'm Natalie Oster from Malaysia. We were given this opportunity to do this music project with David Z Foundation. This is actually a very good platform for the students to showcase their talent. It's all about our students, and then being able to reach out and then being able to collaborate with people like David Z Foundation. It's amazing. On behalf of the school, on behalf of my students, thank you so much for making us part of the program.